Okay, what is up, everybody? Welcome to Daily Dose of Awesome, your live 50 minutes of daily motivation, inspiration, and education so you can get your day started right. Today, we're going to cover a topic that's not I think not covered enough in our space. It's called the 15-minute time mastery method, and it's been innovated by none other than one of our VIP members and million-dollar producer in the internet marketing space, Mr. Ed Zimbardi. What's up, Ed? How's it going, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic. Happy to be here, Fernie. Thanks for having me.
I'm happy to have you, man. So we're gonna have you deliver your content in just a minute. Again, this is something you developed, and so I saw the description. And it's pretty unique, and so I think people will really enjoy it. Now, before I have Ed take over, I just want to introduce myself and what we do. My name is Fernie Ceballos. I'm a lead generation online marketing expert specializing in helping home business owners, that's network marketers, affiliate marketers, direct sellers, multiply their incomes using the internet. Now, I built my first six-figure network marketing business within a couple years of discovering the methods I personally learned here at Elite Marketing Pro. And over the past 10 years, I've been responsible for $11 million in income into my home businesses and hundreds of millions of dollars more in the incomes of our clients. So what we teach works. Actually, Ed is a master at network marketing and internet marketing and also the personal touch. He has a trifecta. But I guess he also has some other skill sets as it relates to how to make sure you have time to do everything you need to become a $1 million earner. So I'm excited for Ed. Now, if you're new to our training, I highly recommend you subscribe to these daily dose of awesomes that we do live every Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. It's very easy to subscribe. If you're watching this on your mobile device in the top right corner, you just click this invisible button that's there, and then a little ellipsis symbol will show up. Click that again. A menu will pop up where you can like our fan page and also turn on notifications and follow us so that you get notified every time we go live. And so you can either join us live and interact with us and ask questions, or you can watch the recording later at your leisure and convenience. Now, if you're watching this on desktop, you simply need to go to our fan page by clicking on our logo right above the description of this video, and that'll take you to our fan page. You click the like button, and on that same like button, there's a pull down menu where you can actually turn on notifications and make sure that you get notified every time we post one of these invaluable trainings. So, with that said, Ed, how's it going, man? Are you ready to rock?
I'm ready to rock and roll, man. I'm excited.
All right, man. So I'm gonna hand it over to you, brother. And so you take it from here. For you got about uh, yeah, you got 15 minutes. So rock it. I know people will really love this content. Then I'll come back on and give my comments as I hear them.
Sounds good, Fernie. I'm excited. One of the big challenges a lot of people have in the network marketing direct sales space is managing their time. More than the majority of people get started in the industry and have some other form of income, like a full-time job. So a lot of people talk about time management, and really at the end of the day, there's no way to manage time. Really, time manages you. You have to understand the philosophy of the fact that every single day you're living in the present. It's a gift. You have 24 hours a day. All of us have the same amount of time every single day. The reason why some people are successful and most people aren't is because they don't take control of the gift that's given to them. See, time is a gift. It's not guaranteed every single day. That's why they call it the present, because it's a gift. Therefore, if you take the time that's been given to you as a gift and you break it down into bite-sized chunks, then you can get things done throughout your day. So what does that mean? Since you're not really managing time, you're just managing what you need to do throughout the day, and then you kind of attach it to the 24 hours that are given to you. So you've heard it said many, many times, guys. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. We all put our pants on the same way. Some people put it on their right leg first. Some people put their left leg in first. But at the end of the day, we all have the same 24 hours. So the way to best utilize that time and the tasks that you have to do, you have to break down your day into what I call 15-minute increments. When you master these 15-minute increments, they make up a total of 96 15-minute increments in a day. So I want everyone to write this down. Going forward from here, take out a sheet of paper and create, maybe you got to do this online, do it in Excel or do it in PowerPoint, and create a total of 96 15-minute increments. That's what makes up 24 hours. What you do with those 15-minute increments and chart your growth, chart your path each and every day, you'll be able to determine whether or not you are taking the right activity steps each and every day to get you to where you want to go. So let's break that down. Right off the bat, if you were to have 8 hours a day of sleep, right off the bat, you're going to have to block out how many 15-minute increments? Well, there's 4 15-minute increments in an hour. So 4 times 8 is 32. 32 15-minute increments right off the bat you are not able to actually produce for your business. So subtract 32 15-minute increments from a 96 increment day. How many is left? We have 64. Now let's say you have a full-time job, and that full-time job requires, let's just say, 9 hours a day. You got 8 hours of actual report time. You've got half-hour drive each way, 9 hours. So 9 times 4 is 36 15-minute increments. So now we have to subtract 36 15-minute increments from the 64 that's left. How many is that? Somebody type in the comments, see, to make sure that we are following along. So we take 36 from 64. That leaves us 28 15-minute increments. Now let's say you have a family, you have a spouse. You got to spend some time with them. So let's just say, on average, you're going to spend 3 hours in that day. You know, when you get home from work, spend some time with the family, have dinner, homework time if you have kids. So that 3 hours equals another 12 15-minute increments. Subtract 12 from 28. How many is left? 16 15-minute increments. So that may give you, let's say, 4 hours in total in a day, which is 16 15-minute increments. Now the reason I like to break this down is because as much as I love to dream and as much as I love to have SMART goals, and I look to the future and I visualize myself having this level of success or that level of success, I also have a part of me that's very real. Because I need to be able to, in my life, my success has been being real every single day. I can't expect something to happen unless I take action. You should too. So if you have a full-time job and you have a family to support, you have to spend time with them, with loved ones, and realistically you have 4 hours a day. Maybe yours is 3 hours a day, part-time. Maybe it's 2 hours. So you may have anywhere from 8 to 12, maybe 16-minute increments realistically every single day. With these total of 96 15-minute increments, by keeping track of what you do starting today with your time, here's what you're going to notice right off the bat. You'll notice that you're wasting a lot of time. You see, there's busy work, and then there's income-producing activities. The whole goal of this exercise is to identify what you're currently doing now and take this whole week, Monday through Friday, and really write down what you're doing in 15-minute increments. So if you're going to attend a webinar, remember that's most likely 4 15-minute increments. That's great. You need to be learning. But you need to match that 4 15-minute increments with some income-producing activities, which is applying what you've learned, or sharpening a skill by taking action and getting results from that skill and learning what you did right, what you did wrong, and moving forward. See, too many people get lost in the desert of time where so much time is wasted, and then they wonder why they're not getting results. If you're wondering why you're not getting results, it's because you're not taking the gift that you've been given, which is time, 24 hours each day, being present and treating it like a gift, because you don't take it for granted, and how you apply what you do on a daily basis in these small 15-minute increments is what's going to radically change the projection of your business. So, personal development should be part of your day. Maybe it's reading a book, a certain amount of pages. Block out 15-minute increments. Set a timer. Like, for instance, I have a little bit of time left here before my 15 minutes are up that Fernie gave me, about 6 minutes. Set a timer, read the book, listen to the audio, watch a video of personal development material. Then maybe block out two 15-minute increments to total 15 minutes on learning a new skill or sharpening a skill. Maybe block out 15 minutes of following up with your leads. Maybe it's block out another 15 minutes of checking your numbers and your metrics on your Facebook advertising. Maybe it's blocking out 2 15-minute increments to building a capture page and building out a funnel or writing some copy. Whatever it is that is income-producing activities, write it down. And when the timer goes off, if you're not finished and you're able to move things around, then add another 15. Otherwise, stop that task and go on to the next task. You see, every night before you go to sleep, you should be planning your day with these 15-minute increments. When you realize what's at stake for your future and you create urgency in your life by managing the gift that's been given to you, the present, and treat it as if you are worth thousands of dollars per hour, and you break that time down into 15-minute increments, you will radically change your business and your family's future forever. So the challenge is, and I just saw comments from Vanessa, you need a timer. Your timer is right here on your smartphone. I live by this each day. You see, I won't allow anyone to waste my time because I treat my time as if it's a gift. It's a gift for you. Your time is a gift. Again, that's why they call it the present. So live in the present. Be real with your time. Break those 96 15-minute increments down into bite-sized chunks, into small little activities, and then take on your day. Chart your progress as you go forward. It becomes a journal so that you can look back at the previous week and see your growth as you go, week by week, day by day. Yes, exactly, April. Your timer is in the same section as your clock. You've got a timer, a stopwatch. It's all there. So guys, here's the challenge going forward. It's Monday. I challenge you to break down those 15-minute increments into bite-sized chunks. But here's the key. Maybe you don't have enough 15-minute increments. Maybe you're just realizing, I really only have 2 hours a day. Then I challenge you to wake up 30 minutes earlier or 15 minutes earlier. Go to bed 15 minutes or 30 minutes later. I challenge you, if you're driving to and from work, instead of listening to the negative news, instead of listening to the radio or music, listen to positive, inspirational, motivational material and break those 30 minutes down into personal development time. Or download the audios and re-listen to trainings that are in your EMP back office or other trainings that you've purchased. That's good quality time when you're going back and forth to work. At lunchtime, Don't necessarily go out with your coworkers. Spend some alone time. Get in the car, get in a quiet place, and use that for training time. This way, when you're home and you're focused, take care of your family, you can really focus on the income producing activities. So with that, will you accept the challenge? There's a lot of activity trackers out there. Good friend of mine, Cesar Rodriguez, has a great activity tracker. Use something. You could use other tools. There's many of them out there. But at the end of the day, a simple piece of paper where you break down your activities into 15-minute bite-sized chunks. You'll become more efficient as you move forward with your time, and you'll have tremendous success as you move forward. So Fernie, I'm fired up and excited. My time's just about up. I hope I delivered some value here to the community. If there's anything else I can do, by all means, let me know.
Yeah, awesome, man. I was just actually just taking some notes. I wanted to highlight some awesome points that you made. Um, the difference between income producing activities versus just busy work that we do. Sometimes this busy work is necessary. Sometimes we need to work on updating our plugins on our WordPress site or whatever it is. But know that that doesn't produce income. So if you're spending if you kind of log what you're doing, like Ed's telling you, and be able to identify, does this result in actual income? Like something, and working on your advertising results in income. That has a direct correlation between your income, because that traffic becomes leads, and then eventually they become either reps or customers for your business. That's an income producing activity. Organizing your desk is not an income producing activity. Even the study work that you do, watching videos or listening to podcasts, that's not an income producing activity. It's an important one, but it's not an income producing activity. So you have to have that balance. So it's a challenge for me every day, but you have to be conscious of it. So if you're wondering why you're not making money, then I'd say first look at that. Also, the fact that you're breaking this up into 15-minute chunks, anyone can do that. I mean, people say I don't have time to read. Everyone has time to at least sit down for 15 minutes and read, 2 to 5 pages of whatever book they're reading now. And so that's really all you have to devote. These marketers that are out there saying they're reading a book a day, they're not reading a book a day, they're skimming a book a day. That's what they're doing. And they're probably taking 15 minutes to do it.
One of the keys to what you just said, Fernie, let me jump in real quick, is the exercise here is really to become conscious, a new level of consciousness of the amount of time that you're spending on that busy work versus the income producing activities. And then one day the shift happens, it clicks, and you can now notice you're spending more time on income producing activity. Yes, you still got to update your plugins. Yes, you still got to do trainings, but it's just a matter of having the right balance, as you said.
Awesome, man. And the final thing, I think the biggest time waster for many people, they don't even realize it, is drive time. When I started my business for the 2 years that I was pretty much working on my business and learning all this stuff that we teach here at Elite Marketing Pro as a member, just like you guys. I started off with Elite Marketing Pro back when it was Magnetic Sponsoring as a student, just like everyone that's watching here. And the one critical thing that I did, which was not an income producing activity, but it's kind of hard to do an income producing activity while you're driving unless you're actually closing prospects over the phone. And I don't want to encourage people to necessarily do that because you might get distracted and crash or something. However, what I will say is using that drive time. Someone said Drive Time University, as Zig Ziglar calls it, for 2 hours every single day, if not 3 hours, depending on LA traffic. I spent listening to courses on CD. What is now known as podcasts. They weren't called podcasts back then. And pretty much anything that was in audio, I listened to it. If it was in a video, I converted it to audio and I listened to it on the drive. There's EMP courses that I listened to literally about 15 times over and over and over again until the knowledge was ingrained in my mind. So this is like passive learning. This is not necessarily learning you need to take action on, but this is stuff that allows your brain to start connecting those neural networks and creating those neural networks that are going to allow you to develop these new skill sets. So in addition to the action that you're taking, the income producing activities, you got to have that passive that passive flow of information that's coming into you, and there's no better way to do it than when you drive. So that's my comment. What do you say, Ed?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to get it into your subconscious mind, and the first thing to get the right mindset is you got to get your mindset right before you can even get the right mindset. So having that drive time in the car. Now, I've been doing that for years as well. Drive time university, but I also multitask a lot. So I love talking to people while I'm while I'm driving in the car. I happen to utilize my time to do that. But again, I agree with you. Don't recommend that for everybody. But if you can do it, it's a great way to converse with people while you're driving, on the phone, especially if you're by yourself in the car. Otherwise, you're talking to people in the car anyway, and that can be a little bit distracting at times. So, yeah, it's all about maximizing the time that's been given to you, which is a gift. Live in the present. Take that time, break it down into bite-sized chunks, and as you chart your growth going forward each and every day, each and every week, you'll become more efficient, you'll treat time more valuable, and you'll see incredible results.
Fantastic, Ed. Well, thank you so much. Guys, if you want to know more about what we do here at Elite Marketing Pro, the person that shared this video with you, probably put a link in the description. That'll show you exactly how I built my 6, 7-figure, now 8-figure, empire here over the past 10 years. And so what we teach actually works. It works for network marketers. It works for direct sellers, or just about any business. But the point is, we tailor our training for network marketers so you can take your business online and into the 21st century. And if you don't like the old school strategies, or you want to augment what you're already doing with regards to cold market recruiting, we have your answer here at Elite Marketing Pro. So Ed, thanks so much for being on, man. I really appreciate it.
You got it. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
Awesome, guys. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. There was tons of comments. I couldn't even respond to all the comments if I wanted to. But Ed, if you can take a minute out of your time to head over to our EMP page, and if there's any questions, then simply shoot people some comments, and then we'll talk soon, man. Really appreciate it.
Definitely will. All right. Take care, everybody.
Take care, everybody.